Okay, so check this out. Really bad video. Santa Marta is a great place in Colombia. I went in Santa Marta this year and I had a really good experience there. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 thumbs down. Wow, that's a lot of thumbs. I'm not agree with this video. I'm not sure why you hate Santa Marta. Interesting. When I go to my comments, I think that says leave and do not come back. Just because people are nice doesn't mean they're scammers. Okay. So getting a lot of interesting comments on my most recent Santa Marta video. This video is one I actually thought about a lot before I published because I knew something like this would happen. Because whenever you dare to make criticisms of a city in a country other than your own, you're going to get some pushback. Whether those criticisms happen to be true, whether they happen to be coming from a place of love and actually hoping to help a community to become a better tourism destination, to actually like improve on things and not just mindlessly critiquing things that will never be changed. With Santa Marta, I reviewed the footage from that day, and I was gonna make just an average video, where I just talked about the food was good and here's a beautiful sunset, and I filmed a little end for that video which I never shared, where I basically said, like, what is it that makes Santa Marta special? And I came to the conclusion that it doesn't have the big city feeling of Bogota. It doesn't have the fast pace of life of Medellin. It doesn't have as much of a historical old city as Cartagena. But what Santa Marta has is the feeling of like more of a typical Colombian town. And I thought about ending that way, but I was like, well, that's kind of lame. Like, maybe that's underselling Santa Marta. What's that even mean, typical town? Like, I haven't been to enough towns to even know if that's true. But that would have been my friendly way of presenting Santa Marta. But then I thought more about the safety concerns, and I thought, well, I should mention this, even briefly, because I talked about that in Medellin, and I met more people who were robbed in Santa Marta than Medellin. Like, I heard a lot of stories of people having negative encounters in Santa Marta. So if I don't ever mention that, am I being a phony? Am I just telling a fantasy by doing a happy video in a place where I have learned other things? If I've experienced a lot of pushy salespeople, should I just ignore that and not put it in the video? Or should I try and document the truth, even knowing that some Colombians aren't going to like this? Because frankly, like, I grew up in Winnipeg, which is, I know people think Canada is just a friendly, happy place all the time, but Winnipeg's got a tough side as well. It's got some social, economic problems. It has poverty. It has crime. But honestly, like, if a Colombian were to come to Canada and be like, Winnipeg is awful, like, I hate these things, it's so cold, and these people took my phone, and like, I'll never come back here, I would also get defensive. I'd be like, well, like, then, get out of here. Like, you're just talking trash about my city. Which is why I presented Santa Marta not in a negative light, as some people seem to think, but trying to see the negative and the positive. And I even said at the end, it's up to you guys. If you focus on the heaven or the hell, it's up to you what side you want to take. For some people on the internet, doing anything other than praise, anything other than positive all the time, makes you a hater, makes you a target for their criticisms. It's like, okay, you're going to hit at my city, I'm going to hit back at you and then tell you why you're wrong. And I'm sure if that video gets popular, I'll get many more comments in my messages and stuff telling me why I'm wrong. And on occasion, people get threatening. Like, I've had people I had someone in a Mexico video like say like, if I ever see you on the streets, I'm gonna kick your ass, kind of thing. Like you occasionally get videos, comments like that, which are a bit unsettling because you never know if someone is serious or not. Obviously, there's a lot of trash talkers in the world, but every once in a while you meet someone really crazy, and that's something YouTubers need to deal with. You know, in many ways, it's easier to just be positive all the time because you don't deal with that. But the reason I try to be honest more than just positive every moment of every video is because I feel like there's a responsibility. Like, people who watch my videos plan trips around them. I've had people in the comments saying they're planning their trip to Colombia based on what they see in my videos. And if I don't share accurate information, if I avoid the safety and say everything's fine, like everyone's lying about Colombia who says it's dangerous, don't listen to them. If I don't mention any of these things, and then someone watching my videos goes to Colombia and gets robbed, I think I would be partially responsible for that. And so, for better for worse, there is a responsibility that comes with making informational travel content. People search for the destination, they find my videos. Not every YouTuber thinks this way. Some people are just like, whatever. What will get me the most popularity? What will get me the most views? I don't care. I mean, like, being popular, like, whatever. It's that should never be your goal in life. Like, that should come from years of doing good work. But I don't care about people. I just want to be a source of accurate information. And sometimes that's easier than others. Like, sometimes there's little criticisms that I will avoid. Like, I don't want to be just overly negative. If I'm in a city and, you know, I meet one jerk, like, I'm not going to talk about that all video. I'll just avoid it sometimes. Sometimes if I have a bad meal, I just leave that out of the video. I don't talk about it. I don't need to be just calling out some random restaurant. But if something happens a few times, like there's a few different people talking about safety concerns, then I feel like I have to talk about it. Or I'm not being honest with myself. I'm not being honest with you. And that's not the kind of creator I want to be. So that's the story behind the Santa Marta video. Yeah, that's it.